All right, you guys gather up the wagon and the horses. Finn and Gundren, Gerald and Frito, I believe, are on the wagon, correct?
Yes.
Gundren, Finn, and Frito. Okay.
And Gerald.
And Gerald.
And then the two of you are on the horses, and you set off the Wave Echo Cave. Make it to about here when you have to camp for the night.
So we're like in the hills and the mountains.
Yeah, you're in the hills. You made it part of the way.
Have you been there yet, Gundren? Like, have you seen the entrance?
Yes. Me and my brothers did find the cave, and that's how we had a map.
Ah, yes. How'd you find it?
Research, history, prospecting, just good old-fashioned trial and error.
Damn. I imagine we're all like around the fire. I'm drinking some Underdark tea that I brought with me.
Would you like some flavoring for that tea?
Robert, if you touch me,
I will.
I swear to God, no sex tonight.
No, you wouldn't do that to me.
I've give you my ultimatum.
Withholding sex is egregious.
Where do you come from, Gundren? Did you grow up in Phandelver like Frito?
I'll say he's from the Grey Peak Mountains.
Have you ever been to the Cold Lands before?
No, I have not.
Ever run into any Cold Lands dwarves?
I have not had the chance to.
So you probably haven't heard of Dim Shoulder then.
I'm not familiar.
I only ask, Gundren, because I've had a particular interest in them for a while.
What is the interest?
Well, I mentioned to you before this crown, the Everbright crown. My patron, as it were, has suggested that potentially one might be able to control a large warforged army with their mind using it. They've had interest for a while, and 3 or 4 years ago, I believe it was near the time of my birthday, or whatever we call it in fantasy world, me and my team were sent to the Cold Lands to look for this Dim Shoulder stronghold, because there was a factory there. The dwarves of the area were tasked with building these warforged, made of the Everbright steel that your people are so proud of.
Yes. We all yes.
Didn't go great.
Why not?
Well, I was the leader of the group, right? So I came up with the plans, as always. I dressed up two of my best friends at the time, two unseelie deep gnomes, Tyus and Ulan, as Dwerger. Gave them beards and shit. This was all prior in the heist. There was a Dwerger shipment coming from the Underdark to the factory, so we took control of it and did what we had to do. They were hand-delivering a particular set of arcane instruments used in the construction. So I dressed up as a consultant, some expert who knew how to set it up or whatever. Once we were inside, I was taken by the facility's manager to my workstation. There, unfortunately, I pulled a blade and slit the dwarf's throat and began to sneak off to where I was told the crown was being held. Did some sleight of hand, managed to convince a few of the employees to let me into a vault, where I snatched the damn thing. And as the alarms were blaring and I began my escape, I saw that my friends had been subdued. The dwarves had managed to take them as hostages and threatened to kill them if I did not bring back the crown.
Well, that does not sound fun.
No. Do you want to guess what I did?
Bran?
Of course. What option did I have? In the Unseelie, that's the only thing you're taught. Before they had a chance to give me a full proposal of the quote-unquote deal, I just booked it to the vent that we were all going to escape through, and I just left my friends there, to a fate I do not know. However, when I returned to the Underdark with the crown, there was no sense of shame in my queen. She did not judge me for what I had done. She was just glad I managed to bring back the stupid thing. And at that moment, it didn't hit me either. I thought, this is the way we do things. In my mind, the Unseelie was the thing that mattered. I mean, they saved me, right? My queen, Oriel, she gave me everything I have, my power, a family, a home, a purpose. But I couldn't look at myself in the mirror the same way. First chance I had to get rid of the damn thing, I destroyed it, never telling a soul. At this point, Oris is like visibly shaking at the campfire.
Sorry to hear that.
Oh, well, most of that's probably just made up anyway. I'm gonna go to bed. See you guys at Wave Echo Cave. I just wander off somewhere in the mountains to find a place to sleep by myself.
He's okay. Jeez. Seems pretty rough.
It seems that was quite a harrowing event for him.
Indeed.
I'm sorry that happened to him. Well, I suppose we should hit the hay for the night. People turn in for the day on that more depressing note.
Yeah, I'm gonna once again try to communicate with my queen.
Once again, roll for me.
Roll that by... I think I rolled the exact same thing. 6.
Her attention is elsewhere.
Alright. Maybe that means she didn't hear what I said then.
You all wake up in the morning and prepare to head out to your destination.
Yes, sir.
Alright, make your way towards Wave Echo Cave. You approach the entrance to the cave. Gundren's like, it's just up ahead, boys.
Prove it.
And as you round a bend and come down a hill, you see a mine shaft carved into the edge of this mountain. That's where we're headed.
What? This little thing?
It's about 10 feet high and 6 feet wide.
I was picturing like big stone chamber doors and...
Perhaps at one point they had them, but you must remember, we're heading into ruins.
You first, Gundren.
As you start approaching the entrance, you hear, well, Frida.
Ah!
It looks like you survived long enough to make it here. And you see, just coming over a hill from a different direction, a tiefling.
Lenny?
And it is indeed Lenny Balzac.
God damn it! Dude, worst timing ever.
I just point at him and say kill, and then charge into battle.
Alright,
Alright, I Eldritch Blast him.
initiative.
Natural 1.
Okay.
23.
If a natural 20 doubles your turn, does a natural 1 mean I don't have a turn on the first go?
No, I'm not gonna do that to you.
9.
9. 8 for Gerald. Perfect. This is a tiefling. One of Andrew's old characters.
Oh my god!
Holy shit, he's badass.
It's Timothy.
Timothy Chalamet.
Alright. First up is Robert. Did you get a nat 20 or
No, 19.
you're up first?
I'm gonna ride over to your boy, Fredo, whack him on the shoulder, and give him 5 temporary health points.
I forgot about the temp health. Shit.
Well, we didn't know we were about to be jumped.
And then I'm gonna move back to my spot and await what happens next.
Alright, that is your turn.
Yes, sir.
Next up is Finn, who at Frito shouting kill is going to dismount. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, then he'll dashing his way across towards Lenny. Next up is Gundren, who you are 40 feet away. What spells can you do? You see him pull out that little tube thing he was using before and launch a firebolt. The bolt of fire reaches across, splashes into Lenny, doing damage. It does 7 damage as Lenny gets hit by the fire, except he's a tiefling, so he is resistant to fire. Does half of that, so it does a lot less
3?
damage. Yeah, does 3. And then he's going to use his reaction. He sort of chuckles and points at
Oh, shit.
Gerald, and a bolt of fire leaps back out at him.
Gerald or Gundren?
Gundren, my bad.
It's like, damn, Gerald threw his sword from all the way over there?
22 damage to Gundren. Who, unless he has something, he does not. Gundren is immediately down.
Oh!
That is Gundren's turn.
If he dies,
Now-
we get 100% of the forge.
Next up is Lenny. Lenny is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and attack Finn. I believe he misses. He misses his first attack. And he misses his second attack as well. Which is not great for Lenny. But that is Lenny's turn. Frito, you're up.
Frito is going to hop off the cart and shoot a chromatic orb at Lenny,
Alright.
doing cold damage.
Cold damage.
Does a 16 hit?
It does.
3d8s of damage. We got 7, 7, 7. Wow. Lucky 7s, 21 damage.
Jesus Christ.
Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. That orb of fire, not fire, cold, embeds itself. It's too late. And he once again chuckles a little bit, raises his finger at you. I'm going to need a dexterity saving throw.
Dex unnatural 20.
You will still take half damage. That is going to do 5 damage to you. 5 fire damage to you. As he flicks another thing of fire out. That is Gerald's turn. Gerald, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 is going to get here. And he's going to dash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to get into range. And that is going to be Gerald's turn. Oris, that's you.
How far can I go on the horse? The horse? The horse?
It's like 60 feet of walking speed.
Okay. I'm going to ride my horse to behind this tree. And then I'm going to cast Hold Person on Lenny. Which means
I think it's 40
he needs to
feet.
make a wisdom saving throw.
No, it's 60 feet. That's what we used last time.
I need him to make a wisdom saving throw.
Unnatural 20.
Let me hold you.
I assume nothing happens on a fail.
Yeah. I'm going to use a bonus action to do Hexblade's Curse on him.
Alright.
And that's my turn.
That's not the one where you pick a stat and he has disadvantage, correct?
No, that costs a spell slot, and I'm not going to do another one on one turn.
Robert, that's you.
Alright.
Just a reminder, Gundren is actively dying.
Fuck him. He could have stayed on the cart.
You brought him along to do combat, so he tried to do combat.
Robert's gonna ride over to Gundren,
Who knows? Maybe we brought him along so he dies.
hop out the fort door with a 4-4. It was 1, 2, 3, and 4.
you
Dismount
run-
the horse
Get over to Gundren, dismount.
and drop a potion of healing in his mouth.
Alright. Are you using your You're using your action, so
Yeah.
give me medicine to see how well you do this.
Mhm.
Actually, there's a perfectly good way to figure out how well you do this. Roll the healing amount.
That's crazy.
Do you have a
Yeah.
healing potion?
Yeah, I have one.
I see a potion of flying. Oh, there it is.
7.
7. With 7 healing, Gundren gets back up. Oh, my! That was mighty vicious. Thank you, Robert.
Yes, sir. Was that an action or anything to get off the horse? Bonus action?
You dismounted as part of your movement. Action healed Gundren.
Okay. That's all.
Alright. Next up is Finn, who is going to attack Lenny. And with a 17 will hit. That would be 9 damage to Lenny. And then he will bonus action. He goes forward with his spear, stabs into him, pulls out, and then swings the butt of the spear at Lenny. And he hits again. And this time he does 5 more damage as he butts Lenny in the side of the head. That then brings us to Gundren, who, Lenny moved into range. Perfect. Standing up and coughing. Ugh, fuck yeah, you bastard! And he pulls out a flintlock pistol and just shoots at Lenny. And he wildly misses his shot. That brings up to the Lenny. All right, he is going to swing. He's going to attempt to hit Finn. He will hit on the first attack, doing 7 damage. So he will do 16 damage. Finn. And you see him, he sort of flourishes his blade as he fights. He's now fighting a little bit more offensively. He will then swing his second attack as well at Finn. That one misses. That brings us to Frito.
Frito is gonna pull up and rapier. Piece of shit. Got a 18 on my attack roll.
That he blocks your blade with his rapier.
Didn't I hit on a 16?
Some of his abilities allow him to increase his AC.
I'll
you
try
did-
attacking with my dagger then. Got a 21.
21 will hit.
I'll do my sneak attack for this. 11 damage.
11 damage. Alright, I'll need you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Control 1 plus 5, 6.
Alright. He's coughing a little harder now, but he still points out at you and fire erupts from his fingers going towards you and does 10 fire damage. Alright. That is Gerald's turn. Unless you have a bonus action or anything you wish to do.
Nope, that's it for me.
Alright. Gerald is going to swing, pulls out his greatsword and says, "Gnar!" And it just erupts in fire and flame, and then brings it down on Lenny. This is the magical property that his sword that he got from the dragon does.
The word is Gnar?
Yes.
Oh, Gnar.
Or Nar.
Yeah, I searched Elven word for fire. That's what came up. He hits. Yeah, he definitely hits. He got a 19 plus 7. So that's going to be, I guess, as much as I don't want it to happen, I guess Gerald would smite in this instance. So that's going to be 66 damage. Some of which will get reduced for fire. Great. So he's going to do 5 slashing, 6 radiant, and 1 fire damage plus 5. So that's 10, 17 damage is done to Lenny. Who looks severely wounded now. So that takes us to Oris.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Armor of Agathis on myself.
Alright.
Give myself 10 temp HP. And I'll just continue riding until I get about here. Do I see anything inside?
Just a long...
Okay. I end my turn.
That brings us back up to Robert.
Alright. Robert's gonna... Let's see. If I get back on my horse, how much movement is that?
Well,
If
I'll say you use part of your movement to get on, and then you can use the horse's full movement.
Hey, I'll get back on the horse, or ride over to Fredo, pop this man on the head, casting Cure Wounds on your boy, and we're looking at 11 health
I'd like to
restored
say-
to your man.
We're back up to full health. Thank you, my brother.
Rah! And I end my turn over here.
Alright, you end your turn right there. Okay. Next up is Finn, who is going to swing at Lenny. See if he hits. He misses his stab, and then he's going to swing the butt of his blade, which also misses. So pling, pling, as their weapons match each other. Next up is Gundren, who, because of his his everything. There's so many people to keep track of. Because of his artifice tinkering, he has infused his pistol with repeating shot, so it buffs the damage and attack. It also means he doesn't have to reload it if it has that property. So,
He's got a real pistol?
yeah, he made it himself. It's one of a kind. You've never seen a instrument like this before. But he will shoot it at your boy Lemmy. He hits barely. He got a 21. All right. He does 4 damage to Lenny.
Loser!
And a little piece of metal slams into Lenny. Lenny, being the bad situation, it's going to. You see magical energy emanate from his body, and just a boom! Loud sound erupts in a 15-foot cube originating from him. And I'll need everyone in that 15-foot cube to make a Constitution saving throw.
So everyone but me and Gundren.
Yep.
13.
All right. Then go to Gerald. All right. The 2 tanks surprisingly succeeded. The other 2 failed. All right. So they'll be taking half damage though. So he just cast Thunder Wave at 4th level. All right. All right. This is going to do 8, 16, 21, 22, 25 damage to Robert and Frito, and half of that would be 12 to Gerald and Finn.
Fuck.
Oh, no one went down. Impressive. But the people who failed, the Frito and Robert, get pushed back 10 feet. So 1, 2, and 1, 2. As the sound wave just bashes you backwards. That's gonna be Frito.
Frito, enraged by this, is going to pull up and rapier him.
All right,
Unnatural 20.
that will hit.
Alright.
Come on, Frito, you got this.
It's gonna be 10 damage.
All right, you stab your rapier into Lenny's heart, and you see that's it for him. And he reaches his hand up and caresses your face, and then collapses to the ground, dead.
I then stomp on his face.
All right.
I want to make sure the kill is finalized, and then I'm gonna take all the shit that he has on him too.
So everyone gets 166 experience from that.
Damn, he was a mega boss.
That caused Gundren to level up.
Everyone survived?
Everyone is still alive.
I'll ride my horse back over to the group. Is everyone alright?
Some people are heavily wounded, but everyone still lives. Sorry, you said you wanted to loot his body?
Yep, I want to take all his shit.
All right. He doesn't have a lot on him. I say with Gundren there, he can probably identify most of this stuff as an artificer.
He's got a note to Frito, ready to apologize.
Oh yeah, you find like a you don't find any notes or anything. He wasn't one for keeping in a bounty hunter's line of work. You don't want to give away too much if you end up dying. You find 4 objects. You find an amulet, his leather armor, you find a rapier, and you find a hand crossbow. Do you want to try to figure out what they are?
Yeah, I will.
Do you want the artificer to help you?
Sure. Yeah, that'd be preferred.
What do you say to Gundren to get him to help?
Gundren, I need to assess this shit. I'm sure someone of this capability, who could almost kill us all, carrying some valuable stuff.
Yes, he most likely is, laddie. Would Gundren call you laddie?
I'd be fine with that.
Would you have told Gundren about your history with Lenny in your years of
I think so. Yeah, we've been
So-
around each other so long.
This is the dreaded Lenny, is it not? I'm glad you were finally
Finally
able to
dead.
put him beneath you.
More like Deddy.
Right,
I'm gonna shoot his body with an Eldritch Blast.
Oh my, sorry. Okay. He will Arcana check them with advantage. He is an artificer. He rolled 2 19s on the dice, plus 5 for 24. He knows what he's doing. Laddie, let me take a look. He expects the crossbow first. This just seems to be a little bit modified, typical hand crossbow. You gain a hand crossbow plus 1.
Ooh.
Boom.
He pulls out the rapier and inspects it, notices the enchantments upon it, looks at it. This is a nasty little weapon. Seems to be a rapier of life stealing.
What the fuck?
When you attack a creature with this weapon and you roll a 20, you do an extra 10 necrotic damage. And if it
You
isn't
gain-
undead or a construct, you gain 10 temporary hit points.
Holy shit.
shit.
Inspecting the armor, he looks around it, note more runes etched upon it. It seems this armor is fortified against lightning, and it is armor of lightning resistance, studded leather. And the last thing of interest, the amulet, he takes a look at. And he's like, "Oh, this is a mighty boon indeed for us heading into Waybeco Cave. This is a amulet of health. An amulet of health.
Arling is so gassed.
A creature who
Meow.
equips this, it sets their constitution score to 19.
Oh shit.
Oh, I'm definitely wearing that shit. Boom.
So you gain those 4 items. Those are the 4 magical things I gave you for defeating your lifelong nemesis. But that is did you get everything, Nick?
Yeah, can I dual wield the rapiers?
I don't believe so. I think
Damn it.
unless you pick up specific the dual wielding feat, the weapon you have in your other hand has to be a simple weapon, and a rapier is a finesse weapon.
So grab that dual wielder feat
Grab my feet.
when you can.
I switched my inspiring leader to dual wielding.
Hold on.
I'll,
I'm just
Think
like,
about
I
it.
don't want to be a leader anymore.
but probably not.
I'll
We'll
just
get
have to
another
wait
feat
till I-
soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but you now have too many magic items for your 3 attunement slots, so you have choices to make.
Hashtag too many magic items.
Definitely the amulet of health. Fucking gas.
But you can't attune to anything quite yet because you have to wait for a long rest.
All right.
But since we've been playing for 5 hours, unless anyone has any objections, I think I will wrap it up here before we head into Wayback Cave.
I think that's the perfect place to end it, right before we're about to go.
All right. Is there any last minute things people wish to do?
Even with all the anger that Frito feels towards Lenny, he's going to take his shovel and start digging a grave for him.
Robert's mutilating the corpse.
I just throw his remains into a unmarked hole.
I guess I tie up the horses and
Oxen.
secure the wagon.
Yeah. That makes sense. Are we going to want to? You guys are severely wounded. So we're going to
Oh, no.
try to
Do a short rest before we head in.
short rest. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Attuning to an item requires the creature to spend a short rest focused on that item.
Can
You
I
could
use-
attune to one item, I think, at a time.
I'll.
But
Could I
during a
use
long
short
rest, you could do all of them.
Before we quit, could I do a short rest to attune to the amulet?
Yeah. My question though is because you have, I think the rapier, yeah, the rape.
Excuse me?
The rape.
Please
two
finish that
rapiers,
word.
Armor. The 2 rapiers, the armor, the amulet, and the boots all will require attunement. That's 5 items. You only have 3 slots, so there's 2 things that if you're not going to attune to them, might be better off passed on to someone else in your party. But you can think about that between sessions.
But I
But
definitely want the amulet.
yeah, that was the big thing.
The amulet of gas.
So we will take a short rest. So everyone do a short rest and decide how many hit die you use for healing.
I took no damage, so I just get my spell slots back.
Perfect.
Which is good, because if I had wasted that hold person on him, I would have been pissed. Thank God we didn't use any constitution.
Alright. Gundren, I actually need to level up. Oh, he can become a specialist.
Good session, everybody.
I enjoyed that very much so.
Gundren, I think, learned how to. Yeah, he learned how to create a automaton.
Really?
Yeah.
He leveled up. He now has a steel defender.
Wow. We don't need Finn anymore. Get out of here. No, I'm kidding.
Gundren, you suck. Get the fuck out of here.
But that is
On the Chrome Defender.
Lenny Ballsack.
Silver. Sorry, Silver.
Alright. I hope that was good.
It's terrible.
There's so much we'll never know about Lenny.
That's fine with me.
Well, yeah, you got a fucking amulet of let me have all the health.
Yep. My health literally goes up 12 points by having that.
Good God.
Yeah.
Some of us have to Amazon package in our equipment.
Don't worry,
Becomes a
guys. I
vampire.
won't forget my
Yeah,
my inspiring leader. I swear, guys.
yeah. The main reason I chose the Amulet of Health is like, okay, I need to be able to buff Lenny, but then also you guys are squishy as fuck, so I needed to buff one of you health-wise.
Frito's now our tank.
He still has less health than Gerald.
Oh, there you go.
Vito becomes unhittable.